Soludo is envious of your achievement. Ignore him, Wike tells Obi. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has urged the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi to ignore his Anambra counterpart, Professor Charles Soludo, describing the central bank or the former central bank governor and others criticizing him as those that were envious of his achievement. Wike noted that many criticizing Obi were those that forced him out of the People's Democratic Party and never believed he could amass huge followers across the country. The Rivers governor stated this during the inauguration of the Nkpolo Oroworokwo flyover in Port Harcourt, the state capital, which Obi commissioned alongside his running mate Yusuf Dati Ahmed on Thursday. We have worked, and you know we have worked. One reason I also brought you, Obi, is that I know you also worked well in Anambra. Some people, because of the level you are now, are envying you in your state. They can come out and say all kinds of rubbish. Don't worry, that is how it is. It is your home person that will kill you first. So don't bother about those things that were being published about you. I have always told people, when you are given the opportunity, use it to showcase what you can do. Stop criticizing somebody who has left. You have been given the opportunity. Now, show it. I am a professor well. I am a doctor well. I am a lawyer well. I am a mechanic well, the governor added. Before the event, Soludo and Obi had been engaged in altercations on the state of Anambra economy, particularly as it concerns the investment Obi claimed to have left for his successor, Willie Obiano, which had become a major issue in the state. The confrontation between both personalities further degenerated when Soludo, during an interview with newsmen, described the investment Obi had continued to lay claim to as worth close to nothing. Soludo, after the interview, alleged that he and residents of his hometown were bullied online and attacked physically, which resulted in publication of an opinion article to lay the facts. In the article, Soludo stressed that Obi can't win 2023 general presidential election as there are two persons and parties seriously contesting for president. However, Obi replied that he did his little as a governor of Anambra and also Soludo to do his best in the state as an economic professor. So what is happening here is that during the time that still Peter Obi went to Port Harcourt yesterday to commission the Nkpolo Oroworokwo flyover at Ikuku in Port Harcourt. So during the discussion interface with Wike had to encourage him by telling him, I invited you because I know we have worked. We have worked together in PDP, all right? And I called you here to commission this project because I know you worked well when you were governor of Anambra State. Some people today are criticizing you because they envy you, all right? And to what Wike is trying to tell Peter Obi here is to ignore Soludo, who is criticizing him because of his envy. He's envying where Peter Obi is today. He did know that Peter Obi did not just end where he is today. Peter Obi worked for it, both in PDP and also now in Labour Party. And Peter Obi is somebody that Soludo has criticized on his investment when he was leaving Anambra State as the former governor. All right, saying that all the Peter Obi's investment are now worth to nothing. And Soludo also came out to complain that because of that statement, he himself and his family members have been bullied both online and also physically. Hence, he has to go further to substantiate his claim against Peter Obi's investment. All right. But what Wike is telling Peter Obi here is Peter Obi should not mind him, should ignore him, because all Soludo is doing to Peter Obi is because of envy of where Peter Obi is now. Soludo never expected, and a lot of people actually, not just Soludo, all other political parties never expected that Peter Obi will gather so large amount of followers today across the country and even outside the country. And so it's surprising, it's unbelieving that Peter Obi could amass such amount of followers today, even on social media and physically. And so Wike went further to say that, look, just like Peter Obi had replied Soludo, I have worked as a trader, so now you work as a professor. So now Wike borrowed leave from that statement to say people have been given opportunity to work, they should use it very well to work and stop criticizing other people. And he said, if you are a professor, you should professor well. If you are a doctor, you should doctor well. If you're a lawyer, you should lawyer well. If you're a mechanic, you should mechanic well. That is what he's saying. So now, Soludo, Peter Obi had worked as a trader, that's fine. He has done his part. So you, Soludo, you're a professor, so professor well, do your part as well, very well, and leave your landmark and leave the seat for some other person that will come after you. All right? Because ordinarily, there's actually no need for Soludo to take a swipe on Peter Obi on his investment in Anambra State, because Peter Obi did not hand over to him. He did not hand over Anambra State government to him. It was Willie Obiano that handed over government to him. So you should be taking that swipe on Willie Obiano. See, look at the way you handed over office to me. Look at the things happening in the economy different from the report or the handover document or what you are claiming publicly, But now Soludo crossed Willie Obiano and went to start talking about Peter Obi, simply because Peter Obi is already a presidential aspirant and now very, very popular and now center of attraction. That is why he went there. The Channels TV interviewer that interviewed Soludo actually put him on the spot, and Soludo, unconsciously and ignorantly fell into the spot and is now doing everything to do damage control, to salvage himself out of that gullible response he made. So that is what happened right there in Rivers State, and that is the statement of Wike to Peter Obi to encourage him that he should know, whatever Soludo is saying to him, Soludo is envious of his achievement and that he should just ignore him. And that is the best way to go, actually. Anybody criticizing you, if you find that the criticism is not relevant to your progress, what you just need to do is ignore it and move on. That is general in life. If you listen to everything that comes to your ears, you will not move forward. You'll be at a standstill and you will continue to listen. You will not make progress. So the best thing is move forward, because those people that are criticizing you, if they are your position, they will obviously not do better than you are doing. It is easier said than done. And what you see and talk outside the circle will be different from what you confess when you enter inside the circle. So now Soludo is there now. Let him stay 4 years with full experience and then come out with his own confession and see that it's not easy to criticize other people as well. So Wike has encouraged Peter Obi to forget about Soludo and move on. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment below.